Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Lumi, your host, and Happy New Year everyone. I hope you had some marvelous New Year's Eve and that the most of you are not too hangover. I wanted to start the year off with some more Italian tanks. Now, in the meanwhile, since we saw each other last time, I moved on to 3.3 BR, and as you can see at 3.3 the Italians have another SEMOVENTE tank destroyer, still with 50mm of armor at the front. We get the 75mm gun though, so there's actually an extra barrel around. It's like a double barrel it seems. Alright, interesting. Maybe if you get hit here then your barrel doesn't get destroyed. That would be interesting. I hadn't noticed that before, but yeah, so it's a SEMOVENTE. It's basically it's the same as this one, the 7532 M41, which I played, and it's really bad at its BR. The main difference between the M41 and M42 is the engine. And now I think this thing has 150 horsepower exactly, whilst this is 125. I know what 25 horsepower, they make a massive difference. This thing is way more agile than the other one will ever be. You do get still, I mean, a shell that is underperforming for 3.3, but that can actually deal a lot of damage. Look at that explosive mass, 270 grams of TNT equivalent. It just ruins tanks if it gets through. But this will be like the secondary ammunition, because when you hit some of the more armored enemies, you want to have those 186mm of penetration from the heat shell. So that's what we're going to be using as the first line of offense. As you can see, I've made this into a oregano tank because we really need to stay hidden. We have absolutely no armor. 50mm at 3.3 is just anything that looks at you, it's gonna go through. From the side it's 25, so even 50 cals are gonna be able to deal some damage in AAs. So we want to stay as covered as possible. As a backup tank we have the Leoncello, well, the P40. It's the equivalent of the Leoncello. It has the same gun, the 7532. With the same shells, except that this thing is actually pretty well armored for its BR. Now if you angle just like this, look at this, this 45mm side plate becomes 125 or 134. The further you go, the stronger it gets, and here you have still a 70. I mean, you could maybe, yeah, even angle it harder still. You get only at this point 75, but then look at this plate, 116 and 80mm, and at a very strong angle. Now it's gonna be really hard for anything to get through here. Maybe here at 80. I mean, yeah, and the top of the turret you get 2 defensive 48mm plates, which almost puts your gunman at 100, which is very strong at that BR, especially if you're in a down tier. So this thing to me seems like a beast of a tank for the BR it's at. And then you get this thing, which is like absolutely ridiculous. This is an AA that is probably as good as an 8.0 at taking down planes because of the sheer fire rate of it. As you can see from the front, at the BR we're at, they can actually do some pretty good defense. These 33mm with the angles they have. The only problem is aluminium alloy, so I don't know how strong that thing is gonna be. But it's quick. The recoil is a bit of a problem because it kind of bounces your tank or car, whatever, all around. And then for planes we got the second version, the D3 version of the Junkers with some good bombs. We're gonna take this out and try to progress down this as much as we can, and we are finishing the RE 2001 Series 1, almost have the engine injection, and after that we'll get the CB version, which can have bombs, so that's gonna be a bit more interesting, and I hope we'll actually manage to do something with this SEMOVENTE. I've had some very good runs with them, but I've had like games where I get destroyed straight from the bat, so it can vary enormously. Right, so we're not going to go into town with the turretless tank destroyer. That would be suicidal. So left spawn it's gonna be. And then I still think that the best way to approach this is not to go head on, because again, we don't have any armor, and the moment we are spotted, it's too late. Now this is 90 spawn points, so we are at 4.3. And we're gonna need that heat shell as much as possible. We're gonna go straight. We're gonna try and go around B and reach this area where we can maybe surprise some people. We're facing Americans, they have some quick tanks. Russians will have KV-1s and the like, so really strong thing. I mean, it's gonna be challenging, so we'll see what we can do. Now we are allied with the Japanese and the Germans, and as you can see we got a Digger Max here. A couple of them, those seem to be our top BRs. Panzer 4J is a 4.0, this is a 4.3 I think, Panzer 4G. So we got some good guns with us. I'm not really aware of what the 4.3s are on their side. Did this one see something? It just seems like he's waiting here. Still want to make sure that there's nobody long range popping up and getting us from the side. Right, now imagine this tank, which it doesn't seem that quick, but compared to its predecessor, this thing is flying. It really is that much quicker. Alright. I'm worried because... Okay, so far so good. Start seeing up. I don't know if I'm hearing my allies behind me, or if there's someone down this, should we call it, alleyway between the rocks. I think that ain't the case now. So we're gonna push just a tad further. Nobody decided to come here, and we see if we can get some flanks going on whoever might be pushing towards C. Hopefully no late spawners. I don't know what happened here. Did someone try to shoot me? Someone long range there.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Looked good. That looked good. We're higher. That was 100 meters. Dropping. Ah, oh, come on. Yeah, and that's the problem with this tank. It's the absolutely huge long reload, which I don't get, because okay, is it because it's maybe more cramped? Because if we look at the P40, it's the same gun, but this has a 6.3 second reload. This one has an 8.3, so an extra 2 seconds. And I'm sorry, but this turret to me seems more cramped than a non-turreted tank, because the turret ring really constrains your movements, and yet this thing has a faster reload. So I still can't help but think that the Italian tree still has some bug data, especially on the SEMOVENTE part, because they just don't get played that much, I guess, and because it's just a line of tank destroyers that are equal or very slight modifications between one and the other. I'm gonna try and get that 75mm truck, but first we gotta see where it's at. I think he might be behind the rock. Yeah, brilliant. Tank that cannot take care of these. I'm gonna have a look at A. Did someone get him? Got a tank destroyer there. I'm just looking long range to try and see the guy who got me. But we're gonna just give out a warning. It's the least we can do. But this tends to happen. I mean, like, I was just short on my gas, and that was enough for him to kill me. Because you have a very low velocity gun in the SEMOVENTE, and so it doesn't really make it easy. That's brilliant. One hit rocketed. Brilliant. Okay, we're gonna get a revenge here with the R3 T20 FAHS. No idea what every letter stands for. Okay. It's here. These are too far. We're gonna get a bit closer, but there's another plane coming in. Yeah, there we go. It's a P-47. There we go. All it took me was about 100 rounds. Let's see what that other plane is that actually killed us. There's someone on B. I might actually try and help with the cap. But I'm playing the SEMOVENTE also as a first tank because it is the one with the least success rate and with the hardest way to get something out of it. They captured. That was a good kill. And there's something else over there. Another M4. We're gonna be way too quick for them. Let's see. Any plane? That's an allied plane. I don't know if we can actually get the sights. What? Oh, KV-1. Yeah. Well, that's about it. I don't anticipate to do well with Italian tanks in an up tier. It's because the SEMOVENTE barely can handle himself at the BR is at, and if you get up tiered, it just doesn't get enough. 100 millimeters, and this is where I actually have trouble understanding. Look at this thing. It's a similar gun, 2.3, and you get the same 100 millimeters. So why is there? I mean, there is no justification as to why you are a full BR above compared to that one. You're slightly faster, sure. You still have no turret. The P40, which has the same gun with the same ammunition, has the same type of mobility, maybe slightly slower, but has better armor, has a turret. And then the SEMOVENTE is, to me, throughout the entire tree so far, just poorly placed. And again, we are at 4.3, so I'm definitely not going to get lucky today. I've been having some lucky games, but here it seems, and I'm not going to go for the sniping spot. I cannot with this. Maybe with the subsequent 3.3, and this is where I also don't understand. The 3.3 right below this one that I'm playing, Tank Destroyer, has a similar gun, but it has a 75mm plate at 3.3. Now, how can these two tanks be equivalent? Maybe this one is slightly faster because it doesn't have as much armor, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like that this is fast enough as to make a big difference. When on the other side you have M42s, you have things that are extremely quick, and I don't know. We'll see. We are actually all alone here. I'm gonna see what's the top speed we can hit here actually. 35 seems to be off-road. 36. There's a slight downhill. Okay, we need to start aiming this gun downwards. I don't know if at this BR they are already acquainted with this far flank. Because at a high BR there's always someone here. Basically cannot play without having someone around this area. nobody went really right from me. First enemy taken out. No one has pushed out yet. Yes, actually someone. There he is. Oh, but there was another T-34. I saw with the corner of the eye, but I didn't think he had actually a shot on me. That is way too much depression, actually. I would have expected him to not have enough in that position. But it's still, I guess it's still a small gun. But here is what is the problem with the SEMOVENTE is because the maps are not designed at this BR to be big enough for proper flanking. Like in this map, that's about as much flanking as I can do, and the moment I kill someone, people expect someone to be there, and as you could see, there were way too many. Now we're gonna take the fighter out just because I want to get this thing spaded. There's no enemy planes just yet, but we might catch a break and find another ASU-85. Let's see what we can discover. And when you are up tiered, you have T-34s on the other side. I mean, it starts to get... That's really good armor when you're versing 3.3. This seems to be an M10, so we're gonna go for a kill on that. Take a bit of altitude. And then come on down on his open top. That's one critical. Seems to have been his gunner. We got the two on the top. And by the time we're back, we should have replenished. Sorry for the camera play here, it's the game not playing with me. I'm gonna pull down the engine and another shot, and that's it, I'm gone. This is one enemy out of the race. Got a T-34 here. Still don't see any plane. I don't know why my engine is overheating that much. It seems like Berlin is in the desert or what. See if we can do some spotting maybe. Having very low frame rates here. I don't know why that is the case. Are there that many tanks around? I want to do some spotting, but there's nobody to engage. That is an AA. That's gonna take me down. I can predict it. Come on, overheat your guns, overheat your guns. My engine is gone, might as well just go for it. Yep. I don't know, my engine is gone and yet it's still running. I don't know how this is supposed to be realistic. We're gonna boost as much as we can, but as you can see we are dropping a lot. Yeah, there we go. Now if I would be a genuine pilot, I'll try and find a street for me to land. And about this one seems okay. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. Oh. I'm sorry, cockpit is intact. I would have made it out alive here, no? I'm not sure. Like the tail ended up in the cockpit, so maybe not. Maybe not. There wasn't any wiggle room. Right, we're gonna take a JU out. I think there's still some more presence we can bring to those Russian sluggishly and armored tanks. We got 3 kills, 3 round kills. One with the SEMOVENTE. Oh no, but they have a fighter now. Gonna have to dive just to make sure he doesn't see me. Gonna try and follow the river.
captured most of the
just to
strategic
stay
zones.
out of line of sight. Come on, turn. Do not take too much height. Alright. He seems to be otherwise engaged, because following the river might take us a bit longer, but it's gonna be the safer approach. We might then be able to drop some bombs and then get a jump on them. This thing doesn't like to maneuver close to the ground. But this way is gonna be way harder for him to see me. Yeah, he has not seen me yet. And we are almost on the battlefield. It didn't take us that much longer. If I want to go for him. He's not going away. Oh, look at that. Too far. Shouldn't have dropped it. Oh, what kind of AA is that? I really want to know what that is. Oh, it's a gas truck. He got close to that SU, but he made it out alive. Oh, there could have been a KV-1 that we could have taken out. Okay, I'm gonna come back for that KV-1 actually, because that's the most threatening threat here. Oh, that gas truck. I'm so lucky he's missing out right now. I don't know how that's possible. But that KV-1. Alright, we're not gonna go for the KV-1. He's just not at a good angle, but too far bomb. Catapult screwed my drop. We're gonna fly away back to the airfield. I missed every single thing. It's not a good sortie, I guess. It's so far out. Well, but the game's still gonna last enough for me to get there, I think, and back. It's just that for you, if you're watching this video afterwards, just skip ahead, because it's gonna be dull to see me fly all the way back. Sometimes that's what War Thunder is when you're not successful. I mean, even if I would have been successful with my bombs, I would just have maybe 3 kills up here, but I would still be flying back to the airfield. It just doesn't make any sense that the airfields are static per map and not like randomly, like if you set a line of points where they can be, and then based on the BR of the game you actually switch the airfield. That would make way more sense to me. There's like maps like on Kursk and what's the and Port Nuforsi Risk. I mean, I probably just went twice on each map to the airfield, and now I just stop. I just give up. There's no point in going there. Right, I'm gonna let it down here. Just for those who are still watching at this point, I want to say that I made through on my New Year's resolution. I did set up a Discord. Now when you're on my main page, you know, when you see the banner, the page banner on the top, on the bottom right corner of that banner, you have the links to the Twitch channel, which honestly I don't use anymore, so it's just still there for legacy's sake, I guess. And then you have the Discord and the, what else did I put there? The Twitter account. So you can just go peruse those things whenever you need. I'm gonna be, when I'm not streaming, I will be on Discord whenever I'm playing War Thunder or I'm playing something else. So you guys can come and chat me up. That's not a problem. If I'm playing War Thunder, I surely wouldn't mind squatting up with people. And you guys can go to Discord and meet with each other. The link is down in the description below for the Discord if you want to join. And you can find some like-minded people to play War Thunder, exchange tips and hints and tricks on how to become better, play in a squad, all of that fancy stuff. Now, of course, it's very bare bones right now. It's gonna get improved with time. It's gonna get more fleshed out. There's going to be more rooms eventually. So this is now the very first iteration, just so we get like a foothold, something that we can then build upon. Alright, so we're going back. Still a lot of enemies up, and we have 3 drops ready to go again. Let's put the takeoff flaps on. I don't know why this thing doesn't use them. Maybe it's because they're pretty useless. Let's see. There's just a very slight difference with these flaps. I don't think they do that much because these flaps are anyway already like they have that gap. So that's really like, I don't know. I guess it's because of like technically how they work. Put them up and down, but. It must be a very drag-inducing thing. I mean, it's not the only thing that has so many items on this plane that induce drag. It's crazy. Especially the legs. The landing gear is the worst. I kind of would have wanted to see, but I guess they moved on then to something else and stuck to the Dornier. But it would have been nice to see a Junkers. I don't know if they ever made one, if you know. But a Stuka with foldable gear, like how did, was it something that happened, that existed? Did they do that? It would have been interesting to see. Even the tail wing, it's just like flat rectangle.
Another zone captured.
Right, we got an enemy plane up. Let's focus on the situation ahead. And a lot of enemy players still. Okay, we need to cool down our engine. F6F, oh, that's 50 cals. I think that's gonna be very bad for us. We need to find an insertion place for the river again. I don't even see the F6F. They're capturing B. Where is that coming from? Yeah, I could not see him, but he could see me very well. It's so crazy that this thing is this high up in BR. We're gonna take the P40 out. Although, maybe I'm just gonna take a little revenge first on that F6F. Because it just wasted my entire path back. Was basically for nothing. And I could really not for the life of me see him. There he is. Go back home now. You do not get to shoot me down and not suffer the consequences at this BR. This thing is way too low for its BR. It's just like a whirlwind at 3.7. It does not make sense. Alright, I've gotta go to B. There's probably some AA there. Yeah. Get out of the way. Some BTRs, Z30s. Yeah. This is probably the hardest we can ever, I mean the toughest path we could have chosen for an armored car. Like the muddy waters to get to B, but it's also the most protected from whatever might be at distance. Whoa. Oh, and finally we got an assist on that SU. 5-1 for the bombs that we dropped with Stuka. So let's keep going to B. I think that's an AA that was capping it. At least that's how it showed. So it could be a BTR, and that we could easily kill if we get a jump on him. At least yeah, there's some AA firing there behind that truck. Is that? Oh, I see the head. Bam. Okay, that's one. Now we showed ourselves, unfortunately. Oh, there's an M10. Don't think I can get through that. Right, I don't want to expose myself on the long road here. I'm gonna go up and then back down if I can. Enemy plane coming in though. But we are so much faster if we go from here. It's absolutely ridiculous. Come on, get some speed on. Alright, we are now capturing B. He might come straight for me. Oh no, tank destroyer there. Someone actually just showed it on the map. Let's focus on the plane. I think we are covered enough right now. Now. This is so ridiculous that this BR is crazy. Somebody coming for us, but I'm worried about that. Yeah, there he is.
Another zone captured.
Did he bounce or did something happen? I just saw him through that. I don't know what he hit. Maybe he hit low or something. Okay, damn, the already got us from that far. That was that M10 somewhere. Want to get out of here. Oh, okay. I don't know what kind of armor that thing has. No bombs. There are so many allied planes. How did that thing still get through? Okay, we got the P40 that we're gonna take out. Make sure we don't lose B. Gotta do everything here. It was lasting long, but I mean I had to focus on the ground. It was medium tank right here. I don't know if he died. Doesn't seem like it did. Could have been a Cromwell. I don't know how well we'll fare against it. We are fully up tiered, so there's that to consider. Come on. Give it everything, little P40. Let's check around the corner. Huh. You died? Did it? Okay, so I'm confused. Still a lot of enemies up. So I'm gonna go low again, just to avoid as much exposure as possible. It's gonna take us a bit longer, but we will eventually be on B. Now there's a tank destroyer. That must be that M10 now. The one we saw before. Well, we can still win this, but basically it's just me now on the ground and that SEMOVENTE, I think. Oh, it's not the SEMOVENTE, it's the other one. Ah, yeah. But it's about to happen. Now we're gonna lose this. No way we can hold everything. They just have too many people. We have too many in the air. Might delay the inevitable by capturing B, but won't be able to do everything. It's unfortunate. And there's even a guy with 10 kills, so it's just like when half the team doesn't perform at its best. Alright, we are gonna soon have a shot on that. Hopefully in the commotion that just went unnoticed. That's 2. See if there's something else. I was just a quick M8 that wanted to cap. Okay, we got some tank up there. Nothing that I should be exceptionally worried about, I think. Oh, come on. Is this gun dispersion? Alright. Come on, a taxi. That needs to happen now. I cannot get out of here because they will still capture quicker with 2 red ones versus none captured at B. Then if I capture the blue one, that'll give us a lower ticket bleed down. So I am forced to stay here. And now I get to go, but it's not gonna change much. Oh yeah, and there's someone that's coming for me. Pick it up, pick it up. Yeah, that's how good this armor is angled. Right, he's gone. Someone else is smoking his way up to me, it seems. Yeah, 2 of them. I cannot face an entire team on my own. I mean, I can, but not indefinitely. And that was it. We ended up with 9 kills at the end with these. How many was it? 4 kills? Just that we got here at the very last push. It's unfortunate. An unfortunate loss. Right, so we got out of this horizontal drive. That was going to be helpful on this thing. I think suspension. We're gonna need suspension. Tires to move about. We got 4 crew members, so I think getting crew replenishment next in case we lose some would be good. The SEMOVENTE filters, yeah. Could go for elevation mechanism or crew replenishment, but this thing, I mean, 1 shot usually you're gone. And then we're gonna get, that's the P40, so I guess suspension, just so we can keep progressing, get filters, just be quicker with this. We got some bombs in the Junkers. We're gonna go for wings repair next, and we spaded the RE 2001 Series 1, so we will send that one to holiday and we will get the CV version instead, which we will research the offensive 7mm4. Right, let's get back to it with the SEMOVENTE and see what we can do. It wasn't really glorious. We got only 1 kill in the previous game with this. It was I think in this map we should be able to do a bit better, because there's more I mean, all of these rocks allow you to hide and get a bit more protection, and it's not going to be as much as a flank as a letting the enemy push past you, and then you will be in a flanking position, which happens a lot here. And we are at 4.0 only, so it's not a full up tier, so that's also helpful. But there's a spot I really like to go with the tank destroyers. And that's this area here, because you get to get some early movers that decide to go that way, and you are pretty protected for a while. And then if some people from A decide to push past through the middle, you get to get those, and you get to get other people from A once they have captured and move on. So the fact of playing this slower with this tank allows you to maybe do more in the end, because this is not a tank. I mean, it has not enough armor to face, and the 8.3 second reload is just too high for 3.3. This is like rank 4 or rank 5 type of reload, and we are only at rank 2, so we gotta play with the cards we're dealt with. Right, and is this the spot? It is. Panzer 4 F2 is kind of being in front. I want to check if some quick movers are there. so far, none. Okay, I tend to stop here when they are quick movers, but none of them was. So we will just go one line further. A seems to still be untouched. I feel like my team is not pushing fast enough. And oh, very nice graphical issue back there. Right. We're not gonna worry with A. There's not much we can do. We're gonna go up here in the shadow. See if we can surprise someone. Oh, there's someone really close. That's behind. Must be just behind this rock, no? Yeah, this gun debris is massive nowadays. This thing is too low key to actually. Yeah, at 4.0 I really don't feel confident with this. There's nobody who went long range. We're capturing B. I'm just gonna focus on A because no one else on our team is or seems to. So I'm gonna take this spot, and the moment someone moves on out, we'll have a bit of an upper hand, I hope. At least we'll be also somewhat hidden, and try and... Oh, but whoever was here actually got killed. So I don't know if there's gonna be a second push or not. I mean, that long range there on my right just feels too hot right now to move there. Just don't have the armor. So we may actually go for an A cap. The plans have to change, right? Let's see. Let's take it slow. Not yet. Oh yeah, someone on 8. Of course, it's only the radiator, and don't shoot me. Don't see me. Yeah, of course. It's just too long of a reload. Is he moving forwards? No bombs for me. Come on, push on out, push on out. His transmission made him slower, but I cannot shoot through the building. Panzer F2 is gonna get him now. No, the Panzer F2 is completely oblivious that he's there or what. Okay, someone else got him instead. Take that just as well. No, I'm dead. Angle, angle, angle. I'm not gonna turn. If I turn, it's my flat bits, so I'm going to get behind cover before I turn. Yeah, I cannot repair my engine. This is only superficial damage, it seems. Let's see what we can do. F2 is fighting it. Yeah, there goes the M16. Whew. Right, that was what saved us, was to keep it angled, not show our soft side straight on. The Martyr 3 is in need of some help. We're gonna push on out, see what we can do. I felt some tempted of shooting that plane, but I don't think I was anywhere near of being able to hit it. Ah, Panzer F2 is smoking. Sure, I'll take that. That seems like a good... I don't know if we'll take it. And someone is capturing B. A bit more to the left hand side. Yeah, see someone. None of them hit. Can I actually maybe get it on there? It was too short. Too short, I think. Oh, now I cannot see. there's something on the right hand side. MG sounds glorious. Just trying to hit where he was shooting, but it's a blind shot. Someone right there. I was just a tad too short. Alright, now we are in a position where we can actually see what we're shooting at. The smoke's gonna go. Artillery smoke is still left. Come on, get out. The guy is still behind a rock, I think. We're not protected from the right. Did he die? I don't think so. That's not something we can hit currently. Yeah, he's still there. Let's range find this just to make sure we know what range to hit. Oh, it's dead. Someone down there. There's some AA. We're not gonna make it on time to B, so no point in going for the cap. The martyr is chasing what he killed before. You did not see me. Alright, we got everything we needed. I'm gonna go straight through here next. That's an ally. For a second there I thought behind me it's gonna be an enemy. What did the martyr just miss him? Is that for reals? I don't want to expose myself too much on the right hand side. But the martyr was a bit blind. Oh, there. There we go. Hull break. Is it the Valentine that the martyr is engaging? We need to go further. At the risk of exposing ourselves a bit, but I want to help him out. There is something. I'm gonna go downhill just to not be at risk. It's a Valentine or a Matilda. No, Valentine. Right, the martyr is hiding. Oh, come on. Valentine, stop moving. I want to help, but oh, something up there. Not to be worried with. Yeah, we're gonna have to just rush it if the martyr is going to survive. All right, there we go. We're gonna go for the one in front next, the one we saw firing. Martyr could have said thank you, but probably doesn't know the shortcuts yet. Low BR. Well, actually, I'm doing too bad with this. So let's see if we don't get surprised, but that we surprise whoever is in front of us. We just keep on moving. Like that, I'm quite out in the open, and I'm losing speed on the going up. Whatever was here, I think all the medium tanks died. No, it's dead. It's dead, my friend. But it seems like there's someone firing at sea. That's the Panzer III, just still shooting the same spot. Right, now I heard some MG fire on the right hand side. Yeah, AA actually. Let's see if we can get that. Let's keep an eye. Right, east side. That's gonna be another hull break. It's gonna get, just in case not. There's a tank right just fired behind our rock. And yeah, an M10 I guess at the other spawn. I anticipated that to happen. Yeah, he just spawned in, saw me on the minimap because I was way too close, and that happened. There's an enemy plane? Wait, there's BF-110 of ours. We'll take the RE 2001. Just because, yeah, there's an enemy plane and we're gonna help out the BF-110. So I thought, yeah, BF-110 is dead, so we got an enemy plane up. Gonna dive. Some nice elliptic wings, just like a Spitfire. Maneuverability on this could be very, very good. And it seems like we got a BF-109's engine, so we got the best of two worlds. Roll rate, not the best. I guess maybe it's because we are at pretty high speed. Okay, he's up on the web. We got another enemy plane. Or is it the same? I think it's the same, and I think he's going back to airfield. We get the M10 that got us actually. Oh, another enemy plane. Coming in. I think he just saw me. We're gonna, yeah, we wanna evade that. That's something that's way more agile than I am. I'm dead. Okay, I've actually got him to stall. Now it's my turn. Speed flaps on. Flaps off. Say P36, I think. It's trying, but it might crash. Okay, we're going to bring him down on the rocks with us. He's not falling for it. It's a Russia? No, what is it? Come on, let's stall again. Flaps down, flaps up. Come on, come on. He's so much more agile than I ran out of ground. P36A is a beast of a plane at this BR, especially because you get 50 cals, such an agility that it is crazy. We're gonna take the R3 out, just again, revenge. This thing is like, you got killed in a plane, take this thing out and you'll get a free plane kill. Let's have a look. It's gonna come here, no? Oh, pretty close, I think. Yeah, he's trying, he can't resist. Started too soon. No, it's okay. This thing is just a revenge machine. It's crazy. I don't know what they were thinking with putting this at 3.3. It just doesn't deserve that. It needs to be so much higher. But so much. We got a new decal, interesting. We unlocked the CN version of the RE2001, which we won't put in yet. And then next research is gonna have to be that. Alright, with SEMOVENTE we did actually pretty well. Horizontal drive could be useful. I'm gonna go for horizontal drive just before going for the engine and the transmission. I think those are gonna be the most important things. With the RE we got the offensive, now next is gonna be bombs, just so that we can actually get some ground kills, which will give us more RP. Alright, let's go for one more game with the 75-34 M42. Alright, Ash Reaper. Yeah, I think Ash Reaper we could do alright. We'll spawn the height, just because for me that is the standard procedure on this map. I mean, it just, to me, it doesn't make any sense to spawn below. And people might think, yeah, but you need people who spawn below and people that spawn on top. Sure, to contest the enemy on the lower points. Yes, but I mean, if an entire team would always spawn on top, you would come out victorious compared to someone who doesn't spawn on top. I mean, a full team on the top part. And then with the remnants that you have then the high ground. And you can easily snipe from a very strong position down. anything that is down at B, anything that is down at C. And if you want to get to B or to C, you are faster because you're going downhill. But I mean, even when you're at A, you can drop from here or here down below. But if you're from B and you want to go to A, you need to pass through the spawn areas. It is impossible to climb that hill. So just through sheer logic and strategy, it's always the better spawn to spawn on A. Make sure you gain the upper ground, and once you have it, you hold it, and you then fight the battles in the ground. We got something with a very fast firing rate. Just fired. I don't know what it was. Was it an MG? Was it an AA? It is moving to the cap, it seems. This tree is quite on the way. Alright. Oh, what? Something just died. I don't know what blew up. As you can see, almost nobody spawned on A. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. I don't know what that... Okay. Yeah. But that was my mistake. You see that tank destroyer here on top? He went to a spot where usually people just don't go. And... I thought he was right in front, and I didn't know there was... he was off to the side that much. I didn't check the minimap correctly. So that was my mistake. Lesson learned. But he's being pretty useless now on top there. That's the only thing I can say. He went to a special spot just to do nothing. So it would have been more effective going front. It wouldn't have thrown me off like that. And because right now I don't know what he's doing, but he's not killing things, that's for sure. And whatever killed me, he has not made any move on that yet, and should be dead by now. When I'm in close range to an enemy that kills an ally, that's my first next target immediately. He's just now, he went there, and now he's there. Like, I'm up here and I'm doing nothing more. To me, that doesn't seem like a useful team member. Yeah, and there we got the other one. Got our revenge. But that's the thing, with that SEMOVENTE, you get seen, doesn't matter, you don't have any armor. You get removed from the equation immediately. There's no mistake allowed, especially at that BR. So to me that's quite unfortunate really, is that it's so high. Look at that, Crusader was just simple enough to just move on straight after having killed me and not flank A. I would have been what I would have done. There we got a nice little target. It's a Valentine taken out from the front. This run is really strong. Round is really strong. Something else with MG. In front, yeah, it's right behind that rock, and there's someone on top there. Oh, righty, get higher, and then something behind that tree. It seems. Yeah, it's again behind the rock. Can we see now behind this one? No. Can we see the guy there? Ah, I don't know what it is. Just a tad higher. That was a Valentine actually. And that thing is dead. Oh, look down, look down, look down, look down. Bounce. Angle, angle, angle. Angle. Shut. There we go. This thing is so strong. That's why I'm not playing it as first exit. Okay, he wants a revenge. I thought he was coming for me. that can be dangerous, that armored car. We're gonna take him out of the equation. Okay, the enemy plane is just going. And now, yeah, that's GG, I think, because we've got everything. They are not coming back. Whoever might spawn there, I'm in a position where they cannot do anything. It's just gonna be me sitting here now and looking at that spawn, maybe seeing someone down below and shooting at that temporarily. But not even, there's not even anyone there. I mean, we're losing C, but we got enough people now to get back. He just saw me. Got his cannon breach. Nah, he's not gonna go through. I'm so armored, unless he's got bombs. Smoking? Someone moved through the smoke though. I think I hit it. Oh, there he went out. Darn it. I think, is he trying to go there? Angle. He missed even. Something just tried to fire at me. That's an M4. That's a bit more dangerous. And he has spawn protection right now, I'd say. So something is trying to come up here. Should actually change for the 100 mil. Look at that bounce, that was amazing. Even the ricochet sound. Okay, he's just there. We got the driver. He's just bouncing everything. Right, we're back onto maybe that one for the M4. M4 is still in the same spot. Soon we'll be reloaded. Dude, you're just signing your own death sentence. Damn, that guy is so lucky. Doesn't even know. Okay, that thing has a very strong gun. There's something coming in front. You're not gonna do much. You're having your fun at annoying me, but that AA is not going through. And yeah, there's another AA right there. M4 is trying to get a good shot on me. So he bounces. Cannot interrupt my reload. That's the 105mm cannon, I think. Has a long reload now. I'm gonna look at him. That one is more dangerous. That was the heat round. Another one. That was the loader. He's not happy about that. And that's the driver, horizontal drive. Just to shut you up. And then we're gonna go for that guy. He's moving. Driver transmission. That's okay. Now we're gonna go for the turret. There we go. Alright, that was one. The A8, I was there in the car. He's back here. Is that it? And then we got the left guy. Look at this. This is just crazy strong. Yeah, like you could ever do something to me. Got his track. Another track and the loader. And someone else got him. That's a bounce again. He actually went through. Well, let's angle. It's not gonna go through anymore. Actually got the gun breach, but it's okay. It's, yeah, GG. Like, this thing is just a beast. The P40. No wonder they put it at the premium. Hello, Aidan. How's it going? What do you mean by big stream? Yeah, it's basically reaching the end. 1 hour and 5 minutes. It's a bit more than the usual hour I do, but that's a good place to finish it. I think we're gonna get the crew replenishment is gonna help us out, and the engine before the RD, I think, and then the transmission after that. That's gonna be really great. Alright, I hope you did enjoy watching it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. In the description down below there is now the link to my Discord. Bear in mind it's really bare bones right now. It's just to get it started. It will get fleshed out better later. Don't hesitate on the Discord to write some messages about what you would like to see, what you think could be improved, what is missing, and to come say hello. If I'm not streaming and I'm playing, I'm gonna be on Discord and we get to chat there and organize some games. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, see you around next time. Bye.